Thanks for joining me on Between the Sundays. I just wanted to share some ways that we can read that are really cost effective, and I want to start a Frugal series, so I hope you'll join me. The first thing that I wanted to mention, of course, is the library. And many of you utilize that. I think a lot of times it's a forgotten place to go these days. But I know that when my kids were young, I was homeschooling, and two of my kids are just fascinated by books. It was really wonderful to be able to have the option of going to the library and getting a whole bunch of books for them that they could pick out, and that didn't cost me any money. So up until the time, really that they left home, they were still getting books from the library. And speaking of libraries, the next thing I wanted to mention was Libby and Overdrive. I know I've used them a lot. There are audiobooks you can get on there. There are ebooks you can get through that. And if you go on to your local library online, they will direct you to how to get to whatever your library is connected with, where you can read online or listen to those books online. Especially if they're a bestseller, they may have them, but they'll be checked out at the time, but you can put them on hold, and you can do that actually for the physical books in your local library. You can put them on hold, and then when they have them, you can access them. Also, I wanted to tell you about EBOOKS.com, and I will link it in the description box below. But if you go to their website and you give them your email, they will ask you for what interests you have, and you can sign up for whatever ones you're interested in. And then they will send you an email and tell you about daily deals in your specific interest area.
This is from an email from BookBub, and this was the book on Amazon, and I bought it with one click.
And I know for me, because at this point in my life, I'm not wanting to accumulate a lot of books, that has been an option I've really appreciated. And often I'll just look through it and see if there's something free, and then go to it and see if it is one that I would really like to read. And if it is, I will download it. And you can sign up for an Amazon Kindle, and you can actually sign up for something that is very much the same through Barnes & Noble and various book distributors, if BookBub tells you about that deal being in one of those other locations. So it works out to your advantage. When my kids were little, I bought so many books through garage sales, and they had such a vast library because of that. You can get them for 50 cents or $1. So it is an incredible savings. And just borrowing them from friends is the last option I wanted to mention, because if you love it, you can always buy it, and then you'll have it to refer to again. But it's kind of nice just to be able to borrow it if you're just reading it once. So I hope some of this helps you, and that you'll have a wonderful day, and that I'll see you again between the Sundays.